In all seriousness, we need a leader who's been through some shit. I've been thinking a lot about Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR. He went through polio. And after that experience of becoming completely paralyzed, they said that he was a deeper, more mature, and developed person. Literally, he was a seemingly healthy 39-year-old guy who became completely paralyzed from the legs down. And after that, he changed as a person. He came from, before that, he came from a life of privilege. They had money. They were involved, his family was involved in politics already. So he didn't necessarily have this really hard upbringing where, they were struggling like in that way. But then he went through a life-changing experience. And it just has me thinking, what the fuck has Trump been through? If you remove legal battles because of things that are his own doing, what has been the hardship? Like, he grew up with a silver spoon. He got a small loan of $1 million. And probably his biggest battles have been shutting down sexual assault allegations, not letting rumors about him not paying contractors get too out of hand. And then, of course, how he shits his pants because of the Sasha Riley situation. Which, if you don't know about, you need to look it up. It's just like, why are we wanting to vote people in who are more like the 1% rather than the percentage that you likely reside in, the rest of us? Someone who's not probably been to a grocery store or had to make himself a meal after a long day. Someone who probably doesn't know how to put a load of laundry on. Someone who hasn't had a big humbling moment where they realize that there's likeness to the rest of us. Someone who sees themselves, in a different place than the rest of us. You watching this, me. So when I go to the poll, I want a leader who's experienced something, who's been through something that I can relate to. People think they can relate to Donald Trump because they're entrepreneurs, but you really can't because you're not in the same plane as this guy. So how is someone like that gonna fight for you? They don't know your life. I want someone who's had to use the healthcare system, someone who's had to drive a car in traffic, someone who's ran late to a bus, someone who's experienced great loss. So when you go to the poll, think, are you voting for someone who knows struggle? Are you voting for someone who's had to prevail and overcome something like you? Someone who could lead humbly? We need to expect more from our leaders. And I think it starts with this thought.